African History by Peyton and Matt. How did the Atlantic slave trade start? How was it maintained? And how did it end? Europeans came over to the new land needing workers. In the beginning, it looked like a couple of exchanges, but then it turned into a whole system. In 1483, the system began in the Congo Kingdom. Trade was a triangle between Europe, Africa, and America. The system was ended by the United States when they ended slavery. Who were the participants in the Atlantic slave trade and how did it affect their lives? There were enslaved people and ships from African slave traders. Shippers were involved from Portugal, Britain, France, Spanish, Dutch, and America. There were slave traders from Africa and Europe through kidnap raids. How and why did European nations colonize Africa? European imperialists were motivated by economy, social, and politics. The primary reason was economic. They used aggression, diplomatic pressures, military invasions, and conquest and colonization.
What consequences and changes did colonialism in Africa bring? Some things were undemocratic forms of rule like dictatorship, law and order, and that governments mostly lacked money to help their people. What was the transition like from colonialism to independence in Africa? Mass protests, political opposition, and religious oppositions were big fighters to colonialism. What are some of the legacies of the colonial period that Africa still has to deal with? High demand for labor is a big one, movement of people, urbanization, religious changes, and education.